Alright, we are Dances with Kobolds, and tonight we are playing Mummy's Mask with DM Patrick. But before I let Patrick take it away, please check out our doobly-doo down below for our sister shows as well as the Heroes Wanted collective of shows. As well as our Extra Life link, sorry. But without further ado, take it away, Patrick.
Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome, everyone. We have completed Book 2, Empty Graves by the great Crystal Fraser. And tonight I'm going to run a little one-shot called Last Gasp by Dan Dillon. Before we start Book 3, joining me in this tonight are...
Hello, everyone. I am Lorne, and I will be playing Arrow, the Harrigan open hand monk who, someone just got dusted.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara. I should be playing Urk of the Camels, the half-orc battlesmith artificer, featuring Rivet and Weld, and Rip Dr. Shortchange.
Nabil here. I'll be playing as Dahaga, a Minotaur fighter of the Rune Knight subclass.
Hi everyone, my name's Chris. I'll be playing Hesmet Sot, the ancient tomb guardian who didn't know that they would be feeling this sad about finally having someone to guard.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'll be playing Mao, the Aberrant Mind Sorcerer Cat, and surprisingly, it's just now a box.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm playing Aya Nasir, Knowledge Cleric of Hoth.
And last session, after hunting them for quite some time, you finally came face to face with the Barefoot Man, whom you found out is Nebtekufri, or at least what was left of them, as he'd used his Ka, his spirit, to power the mask of the Pharaoh Hakotep, whose Ka seemed to have moved in as Kufri used up his Ka to power the mask. Facing off against this seemingly dual-inhabited body, they recognized Uruk as blood of their blood, and Mao they called the accursed traitor Manarao, and he decreed that since you would not join and follow him in life, you would be part of his army of the undead that he was attempting to raise with being here in the secret tomb of Nefru Shepsis as his general. You fought a pair of mummies and some shockingly resilient zombies who continually made their con saves before I was able to finally finish Nebtekufri off with a sacred flame. As Kufri fell from the sky and the mask dislodged, Uruk picked up the headdress / mask and was shown an ancient vision. She also learned some of the mask's power as she donned it and chose to release a wave of positive energy. The cleansed energy of the final Ka of Nebtekufri, most likely. And along with victory, you also lost a compatriot in Dr. Honesty Shortchange, as Nebtekufri had disintegrated them for being the first to show insolence to the Pharaoh. We now pick up as you sift through the dust that is left of the good doctor, his magical armor from Akhentepe's tomb. Your first stop here in the necropolis is still there. As well, Hesmet has picked up Natron's Fang, the salt sword, which absorbs the elements of mummies. But there is still Nebtekufri's body to go over, and the notebooks that you had found in his sleeping quarters. So this is where we pick up.
Well, I will tell you the first thing that Hesmet is busying themselves with. There is loot, and Hesmet is very interested in that, but overriding anything else, Hesmet will basically be collecting the ashes of Dr. Honesty Shortchange.
I'll be there as well, and like putting it into a jar and helping you, because this is very serious. We have to make sure we collect all of him.
And on a small piece of magical parchment, you just find a note saying, "Sell this dust as nerve tonic. One snort makes you right."
No. Where did this even come from?
That's it. That's the closest thing he comes to a last will and testament.
Have you met
That's his
Dr.
DNR.
Honesty? Have you met Dr. Honesty Shortchange?
Yes, I have met Dr. Honesty Shortchange, but this is so crass and rude.
Have you
Okay.
met Dr. Honesty Shortchange?
It's kind of what he would want.
All right.
Yes.
Well, while they're doing that, then I will get these other two. Dahako and Ira will be like, that mask might be trouble. Back me up. And I say that psychically. And Urek, you should probably take the mask off. That demon teacher guy says it takes over your mind.
Hesmet will
Yeah,
straighten
thank
up.
you.
What demon teacher guy?
The demon teacher
What?
The demon teacher.
that taught Sky Daddy. All right. So remember in the battle
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
when I just disappeared.
Yes.
Yes, that was very annoying.
Yes, I got teleported to a room. In that room was a tiny city. And my paws got wet. And in the middle of the tiny city was an obelisk. On top of the obelisk was a purple demon teacher who said he was going to teach me things. Oh, and he said the mask took over his mind. Or no. The mask and him became one, and he was no more. It was just the mask. And he's going to try and teach you things, Eric.
This demon teacher, are they... Where was this room?
Remember where that long staircase was?
Okay, let's get our business done here very quickly. We still have to clear out the basement.
I've already been taught how to put all of the dead in the necropolis to rest.
I don't know if that's going to be...
In a good and holy way?
Yeah, I don't think that was it. I think it's gonna, if you use it for its other stuff, it might...
What was that?
But to your soul.
Then
Oh,
I
yeah.
won't use it for the other stuff. I'm looking at you very confused right now, Mal. I have no idea what the hell you're saying.
The purple demon teacher's gonna use you to bring back the Sky Daddy.
Yeah, he can try.
I am moving over to Nepti Kufru's body. So it was somewhere over here. Oh, no, sorry, it's up there.
Upstairs, yeah, up on the second level.
Okay. Yeah, I am parkouring up the statue here and getting into here. And I would like very much to investigate the body with investigation. 22.
Yeah, going over it, you find their spell book and a spell component pouch that still has 500 gold worth of diamond dust in it. You find a handful of onyx stones that are also worth 500 gold. You find a silver holy symbol, and then another one, and then a third one. You find one of Pharasma, Anubis, and Orgatha, who is one of the evil gods of the old pantheon.
What is he, our buddy Benny?
Well, I mean, his body is covered in tattooed holy symbols, so you get the sense that this is one way he was clearly using it as a security system to move through the necropolis. You also find, emblazoned on him a giant one of Nethys, which is presumably how he got into that sanctum of the erudite eye and past the Graven Guardian that you had to fight.
Yeah, because if you're not carrying holy symbols of whoever, there's a lot. There's been a couple of things at this point that have been like, oh, you're not wearing a holy symbol of this particular god. Well, die now.
in that way, I mean, you fought a Graven Guardian of Anubis to actually get into this tomb
Yes.
that Dahaka shoved aside. You also find one smashed potion bottle, but 2 other ones that, as you take a little taste, are potions of greater healing.
Mm.
And on one of his broken fingers now, you are able to pry off a ring that has designs of sort of ivy and plants around it.
Plant growth?
I can identify it once I'm done with the initial rites.
Does this ring look particularly old to me? Like over a century old?
No,
just kinda-
it looks
Alright.
looks more recent than that, but as he clearly landed on his hand. It doesn't appear to have taken any damage. It clearly appears to be more than a normal ring.
Right. Okay. All right. So I have a spell book, 500 gold pieces of diamond dust, 500 gold pieces of just onyx stones, 3 holy symbols, 2 potions of greater healing, and a partridge in a pear tree. I'm sorry, I mean a ring with ivy and plants on it. Okay. Yeah. So that is it for here. This casket up on the plinth here. Was that open?
No, it was closed, but it is covered in human skulls and other profane symbols scrawled in blood.
Oh, good.
Clearly, this seems to be the sarcophagus of Nefru Shepsis, but whatever wards or protections have seemingly protected it, and that's what Nebtekufri was still working towards breaking when you arrived. But yeah, it is, clearly in need of cleaning.
Right. Okay. I will make a note of this.
Well, there's the holy water font right outside.
No, excellent. Do I have 50 gold pieces? I do not.
You have those silver bars.
Yes. Okay. Well, I am all about preserving and maintaining the dead, and so I will step outside and use one of the bars to. Hold on. Did he have a holy symbol of Anubis? Yes, he did. So I will present the holy symbol of Anubis, and then purchase holy water from the vending machine.
You do so, and as you begin, wiping and cleaning the blood and skulls off of this, and once the profane symbols are removed, you catch a flicker of light for just a second, Hezmet, as a purplish figure appears and stands next to the sarcophagus.
Oh.
And
That's
in
different
ancient
purple
Osiriani, it just says, "Welcome, heroes. I take it
weird?
that the necropolis has been cleansed."
I'm sorry to inform you that it really hasn't. This sarcophagus has been cleansed, but the necropolis is still very much the necropolis.
I thought Uruk did.
You see the ghost look around and just say,
Yeah, I
"I
was
would
kinda
not
talking about it.
be here if it were so. I am
But look at Uruk.
Nefru Shepsis." And as he looks at all of you in turn, he just says, "You are holy warriors?"
Yes.
I laugh from atop the statue.
Not all of us.
A reformed ne'er-do-well.
Mm-hmm.
We need those as well. Many of the men and women who followed me here were less than reputable in certain times. I rest below, but until I am freed from my sarcophagus below, I will not be put to rest with everybody else. May I beg your aid in completing my journey?
Okay, so you need us to go down to your sarcophagus and...
Simply open it up, and as he turns, you see a pair of brass doors on the side of the pyramid. My tomb is nigh on impregnable. It will be dangerous and difficult, but I may offer you some of my goods in return. I have magical armor and more that awaits you down here. Though I do have one favor to ask.
Mm-hmm.
My shield, if there be any of my line left, would you pass it along to them, please?
Okay.
Does Uruk get the feeling she's one of that line?
No, this is the
Okay.
Shepsis line. You know the leader of the Voices of the Spire is part of that line, and the family is still in Wati.
Okay.
This guy's no pharaoh. He was just a holy warrior of Pharasma.
Patrick,
Yes.
how would that request go over given the fact that we're not supposed to be taking loot from the area?
He is offering this openly, and it would be totally fine.
I'm referring to the shield. If we carry the shield and present it to them, would not that turn heads? Would they be willing to accept our word that, oh, by the way, your ancestors said to take it when they appeared in spectral form?
Listen, we just stopped the zombie apocalypse and we've cleansed the necropolis. I think we bought some leeway here.
I mean, we're taking shit already.
We don't need to share that information.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
desecrating anything.
Yep. Well, if it's releasing people to move on to the various stages of the underworld, then yes, that is probably one of my functions. I think I've never actually been given a manual, so I don't know. Let's. I turn around and I look. I'm game.
Uruk will nod.
Yeah, sounds good.
Aya, Dahaka.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, don't have much of an opinion on my end.
Mal,
Whoa, like I get a choice.
you do get a choice.
I'll follow.
All right. Oh, could you send that message to Naket right now, telling him to not summon the evil claws apocalypse?
I mean, didn't she say that send out a pulse of good? All these things dropped.
Yeah. Yes, but they might be busy summoning, demons, and we need them to
True.
not do that.
Okay. Short message, 25 words, whatever. What do you want me to say?
The mask is secure. The necropolis is cleansed. Stop summoning. Love the Sandlot.
Currently
Talking to your
on
ancestor.
currently on assignment from Ancestor.
On a side quest from your ancestor. More later. Love the Sandlot.
That way, if there's a question of, well, where the hell are they? Okay, that's not something you try and fight.
How many words is XOXOXO?
I'll just fill up the rest of the words with XOXOXO.
Excellent.
After a few seconds, you get a message back. Thank you. We've noticed we are gathering as many carts as we can, and we'll start reinterring the dead.
What about the demon teacher?
We might have to deal with him later. Or maybe he's taken off to haunt someone else. Who knows? Maybe he's gone to a crossroads to find find some young, some lucky young individual with a violin.
I don't think he was that kind of demon.
With
Well,
that,
this door?
the doors open, and you stare down into darkness, and eventually your eyes adjust again, and you see stone stairs and just pitch darkness below.
Okay.
So for those of you who need light sources, how do you want to go about it?
Well, I had a torch running for a while there.
Yep.
Dahaga has a rune.
Dikaka.
Dahaga has a rune that helps him see 120 feet, dark vision, so he's good.
All right. So, Iroh, are you going to light a torch?
Well, I had one during the fight, and I don't think I actually put it down. So I
Did we
still
not
have
get
that
it?
one.
I can cast light.
I will accept light.
Alrighty.
Worst case scenario, if I find myself in darkness, I can always spark a torch. And the light around Iroh isn't enough.
All right.
Do you just push the top of your head and sparks come out of your mouth? Like a Zippo?
No, usually candy comes out like a Pez.
All right. So, heading down these stairs, you
Yeah,
find
okay.
yourselves staring into what was probably a worshipping area at some point. Deep sand covers the floor at the bottom of the stairs, making it almost difficult to walk through. As you can see, parts of the wall and ceiling have collapsed in here. And you see this loose sand sort of drifts deeply across the first 10 feet of this temple's floor. A pair of pillars mark the approach to across the floor to a raised sanctuary, upon which you see an altar of black stone. Two rounded alcoves in the northern wall each house an imposing statue of the jackal-headed Anubis. The south wall seemingly had matching alcoves, but only one remains, as the other looks like it was obliterated in a partial collapse of the ceiling at some point. And you see the northwest corner has likewise fallen into rubble. There are bands of glyphs running along the tops of the walls, and these symbols sort of catch the light and glitter at the corners of your eyes. And they, make their way all the way around sort of the walls. To the point, then you see the back wall of this sanctuary is decorated with relief carvings, depicting a figure which looks very much like the ghost you just saw being guided by Anubis.
I cast Mold Earth on that bit of sand, so it's not difficult terrain.
All right, yeah, you move it across to the sides.
Okay, Nefru being guided by. I told you, I write notes. Okay. So there are glyphs along the tops of the walls. Now, I am skeptical. of what's going to happen when I walk into this room. So, first thing I will be doing is presenting the holy symbol of Anubis around my neck. But also, I would like to inspect these glyphs. And I would like to call upon, I don't know, some spirit that's going to give me Arcana.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay, Whispers of the Dead. This is an intelligence check, I'm guessing.
Yes.
9. Oh. Looks
No
fine.
idea. Anyone else who is proficient in Arcana can also give me a check.
Not me.
I don't. Oh, yay!
I can't tell if you're looking up at the glyphs from behind that mask, Urk.
Uruk, you recognize these as intricate geomancy spells, something you would certainly have seen in some of the ancient parts of the desert. Their purpose is to channel ley line energy. And you would know that when these are etched into temples like this, damaging them can actually be fairly dangerous, as a damaged glyph lets off a fair amount of force damage.
Urk will note the runes and just say it is best to leave these untouched. They're glyphs, and if we damage them, it could prove detrimental to our health.
Right. Good to know.
All right.
I can't hear a thing she says when she's wearing that mask. I just wah 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 wah.
All right. I would like to investigate the sand in front of me for hidden dangers. 23.
No sign of any traps, especially now that it has been cleared aside by Mao. You can see that it is just loose detritus sort of across here. You would think that, something like this typically would have a spirit to clean it, much like the blue tile room, but perhaps that had been removed like the other creatures above, or this place was never meant to assume that it would collapse like this. And if the ghost is still down here, there may well be other specters and other things as well.
Excellent. So some of these collapsed walls that I'm looking at here, do these look like, just with my engineering knowledge, do these look like they might be naturally collapsed with age, or might something have damaged them?
Give me a knowledge engineering check.
Knowledge engineering is 20.
Nice.
Checking the walls, the construction for the most part is good, but you can actually see some of the sloppy areas that were done. You get the sense that this was, some of the people making this probably weren't putting in their best effort, and so yeah, it's just decayed naturally over time.
Place is built on a Friday afternoon. Okay. I will creep around this side of this pillar, and I would like to inspect this broken statue.
All right.
27.
27. Yeah, the roof caved in on it. It looks like a matching Anubian statue to the other three that are left here.
Okay. I would like to cross over to here. And before I cross before the Anubis statue, I would like to inspect it as well. 12.
Yeah, well made. Very sort of tall, sort of red, non-precious gemstones in the eyes. Good craftsmanship, much like what you've seen above.
Okay. So I would like to then approach the altar. I am inspecting the stairs and the area around the altar. 15.
No sign of any traps.
Okay. Now, He did say that there was a tomb down here that he would like to open,
Yes.
and I do not see a tomb, so I would like
No.
to inspect this altar.
Yeah, the altar is covered in cobwebs.
Okay. I will take my 10-foot pole and I will attempt to clear off some cobwebs.
Yeah, and as you do, some like rotten fabric falls to the side, and there is a clattering as a silver chalice set with sort of red bloodstones and a ceremonial necklace fall to the ground.
I will run up to Hawker's back with my claws bedded deep and hide behind his cloak.
Yow! Wow, Badur! Oh, wow! Your nails! Come on!
Oh, the japes. So I will pick up the chalice set and I will look at them.
Yeah, I mean, clearly at one point this was polished silver. It's got some bloodstones inlaid into it. You figure they would be worth a little bit of money.
I'm primarily interested if they're like, functional in some way in this place.
Possibly. You don't see anything in here that has water attached to it. The ceremonial necklace is heavy gold plates and rubies. And as you look it over, this looks to be a little bit more than just a piece of jewelry. It looks like the small rubies that hang off of it, and there are currently 4 there. It looks like there might have been clips or something, so you might be able to like pull them off.
Oh!
Find a silver chalice set.
Rubies that can be pulled off of something?
Necklace.
I think I know what this is.
Has clips where gems, maybe?
No.
Item.
Oh, come on, you know this.
So it's a necklace that has things that you can pull it off. Necklace of fireballs?
Yes!
I don't know.
It would be just prayer beads.
Give me an investigation check if you want to take a closer look at it, or anyone who's proficient in Arcana can give me an Arcana check.
I can also cast Identify if needed.
Yeah, let's hold off on that for now.
I can do it as a ritual.
Thank you, Patrick. I was about to say I glitched through the wall.
As you look at these, you think as a piece of jewelry, it's probably worth about 200 gold. Aya, you clearly, as you step up and inspect it, can see that inside each of these rubies, it looks like a tiny dancing flame.
This is a necklace of fireballs, probably, or something similar.
Okay.
You would think so.
And it's got four balls on it.
Yes.
Not bad.
Not bad. Okay. So I'm going to go back up to the altar here, and I'm going to inspect it. I want to see if there's like a documentation or a hidden catch or something.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
Do the roundabout here. Investigation. 23.
No sign of any traps on it. You do see that there is it's primarily keyed to Anubis, but you also see some of the now usual spiral phoenix image of Nephru-Shepsis is intricately carved inside it as well.
Okay.
And you get the sense that as you are looking at it, you might be able to even see sort of grooves of where liquid could be poured inside it. Which makes you think that that's why the silver chalice would have been here, to have either anointed it with holy water or oils or something like that.
Right.
I run a religion check to see which one it is.
Sure.
22.
You would think, clearly it would be holy water, as you might anoint oils for somebody who is prior to this point. At this point, it would probably be, some sort of water.
All right, so this is probably holy water. Can I either make holy water, or do we have
I think
one?
Hesmet still has some from upstairs.
I can make unholy water.
Yeah. Let's not pee all over the altar. Okay. So these channels are for holy water. Okay, everybody. Stand back. I don't know what this is gonna do.
Guidance.
Hide behind this pillar.
I will pour some holy water into these channels.
You pour the holy water in, and you watch as it spirals around and around the phoenix, and then fills in the Anubian head. And as it does so, you see a flash of red in the eyes of Anubis on the altar, and the eyes of the three Anubian statues also flare with this sooty red light, and the temple around you echoes with the deafening sound of stone grinding on stone. And the faint blue light glimmering at the entrance passage is cut off as a massive stone block drops from the tunnel ceiling, slamming into the floor, sealing the entryway behind you tight. You hear muffled thumps from behind the block that can be heard for several seconds, sort of, but they grow fainter with each crash until you hear silence.
I don't think that was the right option.
Right.
You broke it.
No,
I don't think we did.
I
Was it?
operated it,
Wasn't me.
but I don't know what it did.
Maybe you need
aside
to
from
be a
smoke.
priest of Anubis?
Maybe it was supposed to be oil and you seized it up.
No, this wasn't there for oil. I would like to inspect one of these statues. I'd like to see if something has changed, if you can open it, if you can hinge it aside.
All right, give me a perception check.
12.
Nothing about the statues, besides their eyes flaring with light, seems to be too different. Until, as you are inspecting, you realize that the eyes sort of started to peer down, but it is not the eyes of the statue. It is the eyes of what appears to be a spectral creature that stare above you, and a ghostly hand reaches out for you, and it is time to roll initiative.
All right, Patrick, I said this earlier, as you can see in the chat. Before we started in here, was there any way, do I know any way to make,
The symbol of Anubis?
A symbol of Anubis, being the daughter of, a priest of Anubis?
You can make sort of, the motions. You have the one Anubian holy symbol, but no, there's no way to sort of quickly make a holy symbol.
Make a shadow puppet of a dog.
They don't like it when you do that, but we do have one holy symbol. I'm going to show that off and be like, ah!
Well, Mal, you lead the pack.
What'd I do? Sorry, I was talking to...
You
Oh!
have a 19. Everyone else
Looks
has
like
less
we're
than
rolling
a
openly
12.
tonight.
Everyone else is dick all, and yet somehow we're not last. That we know of.
Oh boy.
These are like ghosts?
Spectres.
Specters.
Good ghosts.
Well, from back here I will. Which one? I can see
First
the
up
one.
is Mao.
I can see the one at the bottom. If I move it a little bit. Yeah, let's just do Mind Sliver and see how strong they are.
That is a 16 on the save.
Oof. All right then.
Take half damage.
I don't think so.
Nope, no damage.
Cantrip.
And it's a horse. I'm going to get kind of further back.
All right. That takes us to Aya.
Sacred Flame!
On which one?
The one that was just damaged.
Wasn't hurt. All right, dex save. That is a natural one. It takes 14 radiant damage. And you can see the form has a difficult time holding itself together as this white light just explodes it out, and then it tries to suck itself back together.
Ooh, okay, now... And I'll fling around the holy symbol of Anubis. Does that do anything?
Does not appear to.
End of my turn.
All right. Swirling up from the floor, you see a mixture of just sort of sand and debris as something is whirling around. You don't quite know what it is. But Iroh and Uruk, you feel it as it crosses into your spaces. And so, evens it'll be Iroh, odds it'll be Uruk.
Doesn't have to be Eric.
It does. But, I mean, you are currently protected by Weld, so this will be a disadvantage.
Yes, because reaction. Chomp.
Which makes that a 13 to hit, which does not hit.
Excellent. Bueno.
Yeah, nice. But yeah, you can feel this wind blowing around you. You can't see anything, but something certainly feels like it tried to strike you. That takes you to Iroh.
So we don't see it.
But you can feel it.
Okay. I don't have a way to see this thing. Okay. I'm gonna ignore it. And I will move to the thing I can see. And begin attacking it. Do I get an attack of opportunity against me?
You do. That is a 17 to hit.
That will miss.
That does miss.
All right. So I will attempt to spear the specter.
17 strikes with your magical sword, or magical spear.
All right. So that's 8 damage on the first hit. Yeah, we're not going to try and stun it. 27 will definitely hit for another 10.
Definitely.
And then, you know what? Just because we can, we'll make 2 wabbit kicks. I'm going to deal force damage if I hit. So, pop 14?
14 strikes, and yeah, as you hit it, there's this explosion around you as this spectral being is unable to bring itself back together and just evaporates in front of you.
Okay, I need to move back to where I started just to figure out how much speed I used, because I used 15. Sweet, I have 35 feet of movement to get up to this guy. Second wabbit kick. Oh yeah.
Is a critical kick. That is more than enough to again annihilate them. Describe your killing blow.
Basically, I come in, thrust the spear at the one, thrust it again, roundhouse kick off the statue, launching myself into a somersault roll, and come up and double kick through the head, bounce off the other statue, land back where I'm sitting, kung fu pose.
And yeah, there are just wisps of the specter sort of floating in the air that kind of pop out. That takes us to Dahaka, off in the corner in the difficult terrain of the broken stone wall.
I mean,
You don't see any more specters. You do see Urik's sort of loose fabric clothes are still kind of fluttering as something appears to be circling her.
And Urik looks okay? Or
So
is it
far.
being affected?
Looks confused, like looking around, but yeah, so far unharmed.
I'm gonna try and see if I can make my way there to Urik's side, and I'm not gonna swing. That's gonna probably hit Urik. Can I pull Urik out of the wind?
Yeah?
What do you need for that? Strength?
If she's willing to go with you. I mean, she's not grappled or anything like that, so...
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay.
So yeah, if you grapple, then you can move half your speed with them.
Okay. So just calculating over here. That was 20. I have another 20 at half speed. Yep.
So you can move her 10 feet.
10 feet and right around here. If I can pull Urik over here.
Yep.
Yoink.
All right. That takes us to Hesmet Sat.
Okay, so Dahaka has just pulled Urik away from something. I'm gonna walk to there. Pulled Natron out. Now, there's no way I can tell where this thing is. I would like to do a perception check, please, to see if I can spot this thing.
All right, give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
You
24.
notice there's about a almost 8 or 9 foot circle of almost sort of debris and things that are cycling up around here. Give me an Arcana check, please.
Okay, Arcana is currently my Whispers of the Dead skill. 8.
Yeah, you've heard of things that can be malevolent spirits that can be can create weird things. This could possibly be one of those, but you can't think of what it might be offhand.
Right, and I don't see like where it currently is. I just kind of know the area.
You're almost inside its space right now. It's like a wind blowing around you.
Okay.
It may not actually be corporeal.
Right, okay. So I sort of point that out to everyone. It's about here. It might not be corporeal. Attack this area with magic. And then I will disengage.
All right. That takes us to Urik.
Main corporeal. You know what? Let's. That still only works on corporeal. I want to cast see invisibility, but I don't think I was going to actually do anything.
If it is an invisible creature, it would work, or something like a fairy fire, if it fails, would, cause it to glow, but see invisibility would absolutely work.
Okay. You know what? Okay, fairy fire. That was honestly my first shot, but like incorporeal. Yeah, let's do a fairy fire. Let's do a fairy fire there. I'll tell Well to back up first, and I'm probably gonna catch Rivet in it though, unfortunately. But I'll tell him to. He's kind of buzzing around up relatively high anyway, so because I'm not having him walking around on the ground. Where is?
Where are you going to put it?
You know what? I will light myself up. I will sacrifice myself.
All right.
Actually, no, wait. I can move before I move back, and then I will cast it there. There we go.
Rivet, no.
Oh yeah, he's got to do this deck save. He's flying up, but yeah. Where's Rivet? There he is. Haha, he's fine.
And with a 23, whatever
Damn
this creature or item is, also manages to remain invisible.
God damn it. Okay. Bonus action. I will scoop up a handful of rocks for my magic stones.
All right. Top of the round, that is Mao.
All right, so we still is that it there, or is that? Oh, it's Weld there. It's right
Somewhere
here.
in here, yeah.
I will sit on my little cleared space, and I haven't used this yet, but let's try and keep it from moving around. Coiling grass tattoo.
All right. You have to be able to see the creature.
Oh, it doesn't count if I can see the swirling.
Nope. Hesmet vaguely knows where it is, but you cannot actually see the creature.
Ah. So I can't target with anything that sees a creature.
Yeah, this has to be within reach for a creature you can see within 15 feet of you.
Okay, how about this then? I can't see it. Could I add more dust and dirt from where I am to the wind so everyone else could see it better?
You could certainly try.
Alright, so I'll just use mold earth. I'll get rid of one of the squares. And I'm gonna turn around and just magically shoot a bunch of dirt into the square where it is and like try and make it more visible.
All right, I'm going to give it a dex save. That's a natural 1. Yeah, I will say, roll me a d4, please, Mao. All right. For 2 rounds, y'all can see this thing.
Oh.
Hooray!
Any more movement, any bonus action, Mao?
I'll bugger off back over here so that it can be seen. Let me just make sure I can do that. 5, 10, 15, yeah, 15 feet and then 15 feet back.
The shit is that?
The fuck?
It is called a rotting wind.
Oh, good.
That takes us to Aya.
Sacred flame the wind!
That's one thing to say. Cool.
Oh, that is a 12. That fails for 9 radiant damage.
Get out of the way, it's rotting wind! And I'm gonna back up over here.
You mean like what Dahaka passes? Or well?
Worse!
Mine is not as bad as whatever that thing is in the wind.
All right, there are 4 of you nearby.
5 of us. They're swelled.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be bothered by weld.
Bothered by the other robot?
You bothered it.
Hey!
That is only a 16 to hit, though. Not going to do it. Takes us to Iroh.
All right. I'm gonna poke at this rotting wind.
26 hits.
I'll spend a point to try and stun it.
Huh, okay. It is immune to charmed, exhaustion, grappled, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poison, prone, restrained, and unconscious, but not stunned.
Sounds like an oversight.
Let's see what it does. That is a 13. The rotten wind is stunned.
Takes no damage from that, but it's stunned. All right. Second attack with
Who
advantage
has
now.
stunned the wind?
Another 11 damage for 20. And then, yeah, you know what? We'll spend a key point again to do 2 wabbit kicks to this thing. That last one's a crit.
Now, are your attacks
fourth
aren't
damage.
magical yet?
Well, I can choose to make them either bludgeoning or force, and given the fact that we're facing not quite corporeal targets, I've been using force.
Sounds good. Total of 29 damage for those 3 attacks. All right. Any movement?
Not really, no.
All
So,
right.
24, 33, 42 points of damage that turn. Yeah, that's respectable.
Yeah, Iroh broke the wind. Dahaka, you are up.
You said that the rotting wind is
Stunned.
immune, but it's immune to grapple prone these things, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's I don't need to do that. But let's see if I can cut the cheese here. Okay, war axe.
Yeah. 17 hits.
Burn off giant smite.
Ooh, 17 slashing damage. Yeah. This thing is having a very hard time holding itself together.
Okay.
One more of those will
You
do
had
it.
advantage.
Oh yeah, you have advantage. Roll again.
Oh. Okay.
All right, second attack.
20.
20 hits.
18.
Describe your killing blow. How does Dahaka beat the wind up?
Oh, Dahaka is trying to not breathe whatever this noxious thing is and just swings wildly, making sure he doesn't hit Iroh and Hezmet in the swing.
Yeah, and as you cut through, eventually all of this sort of dust and dirt just hits the ground again as you can see something inside rend itself as you slash through with your great axe. But with that, everything in this area falls quiet again.
Oh, tears are pouring down Dahaka's eyes. It's like, that was rancid.
All right, we're gonna take little man upstairs.
All right.
So
See
just
you in a
bought
bit.
us. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Now I have noticed that there was a specter coming out of here and a specter coming out of here, but no specter coming out of here.
Yet.
Correct.
So I would like to inspect the statue, please.
Give me a perception check.
Six.
Nothing about the statue catches your eye. You do notice that there is a carving of Nephrushepsis that seems unusual to you.
Okay, investigate.
In that its arm extends sort of outward from the wall, palm up.
I give it a low 5.
You realize as you do that, yeah, it appears to be a lever.
Okay. I would like to pull the lever.
Wrong lever.
You hear a click on the wall over here. as a small door opens in the carving on the back wall. That's the word. Sorry, carving dropped out of my vocabulary for a second.
I think that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, probably.
Well, you did the wrong thing earlier, so.
Putting holy water on an altar? How is that the wrong thing? Who
Depends on the
designed these
altar.
traps?
Oh.
And
I could
as
guess.
Mao and I are still at the back of the room, Mao would come over and just say, I think it's a little more insidious than we think. That seal is airtight, which means if we don't get out of here in, I don't know, a certain amount of time, we're going to stop breathing.
Okay.
Oh, nuts.
Everybody conserve your breath. I don't have to worry about that, but I do have to worry about shutting down. So I guess I'll see whoever excavates this place in another couple of thousand years.
Would Rivet and Weld be affected by the oxygen thing?
You would think without oxygen around them, they would probably shut down much like Hesmet does. They just go into stasis.
Okay.
But the door opens and you see it leads into a staircase descending down into darkness.
Okay, let us descend into some darkness.
And after descending for about 30 feet, you find yourselves in a 10-foot wide hallway. It twists and turns for, a short while. You figure you're down here for about 10, 15 minutes. Eventually, you find yourselves in front of a great stone block that sort of ends this passageway. But you can see there are, at the bottom of it, almost like small handholds, like you could just push it upwards like a garage door.
Okay. Let me inspect for traps real quick here. 23.
No sign of any traps.
Okay, well, I think we can lift this out of the way, which we will do so stealthily.
Give me a stealth check.
Clank, 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 clank.
22.
So the great block of stone slides easily upwards at your push. You would think that it would take 20 strong laborers to lift such a prodigious weight unless ancient counterweights were still sort of working in your favor, Hesmet. And down this sort of short stairway, you find a chamber, and sparks flare, and a great iron brazier sitting on a round platform in the room's center ignites into flame, along with 4 torches, one in each corner. Within this light, you see that the chamber is about 60 foot square, with a large vaulted ceiling. Each wall has a 10-foot wide doorway at its center. The other 3 are blocked by stone slabs, much like the one you just opened. This flickering firelight also illuminates intricately carved scenes adjoining the walls and more of those glimmering sigils just below the ceiling. The central platform is 5 feet high, 20 feet in diameter, and the great iron brazier is about half as broad. You see the base of the platform is decorated with a golden effigy of Nephru-Shepsis, extending their arm towards you, palm up. Carved into relief onto the sides of the platform are countless other figures, all turned, if not in worship, following the golden figure of Nephru-Shepsis, much like you would assume his followers did, leading him here, as he led them here to Wati to rescue it.
Okay. I would like to inspect these tiles on the floor, because I do not believe you as I walk into the room with a pole.
Yeah, you tap with the pole. No sign of any traps.
Okay, I would like to approach this brazier and platform, and I would like to inspect the platform because I want to see if there's anything hidden on the platform or any hidden symbology or glyphs or anything like that.
All right. You take a minute or so inspecting around it. You can see that there are ancient Osirian sort of hieroglyphs around the base of the platform that read, "The wisest follow in the footsteps of Nefru Shepsis."
Wisest follow in footsteps.
And you can see that each of these walls with the light on in here are covered in sort of beautiful images of different hieroglyphs that show a variety of actions of presumably Nefru Shepsis.
Okay. I would like to start taking notes of the actions depicted because these might be important.
All right. So the north wall portrays Nefru Shepsis vanquishing a horde of undead, incinerating them with a sort of holy fire called down from the heavens, much like you've seen Aya do. And the inscription reads, "Mark the fate of the infidel and tremble."
Okay. How about the east wall?
This shows Shepsis leading a vast procession into the temple tomb where Anubis waits on bended knee, and in each hand, Nefru Shepsis holds half of a broken golden tablet. And the inscription here reads, "Flow in the wake of Nefru Shepsis' glory to life everlasting."
And Nefru Shepsis is holding a broken tablet in each hand.
Yes.
Okay. And the south wall.
The south wall chronicles a large group of people raising what appears to be the black needle of Pharasma that you passed by so many times coming in and out of the necropolis. The inscription here says, "Turn your eyes as one toward Pharasma's needle."
Okay.
And then on the western wall, you see images of presumably Nefru Shepsis' family. You see birth, you see children, and then the rejoicing of sort of people. And the mural is entitled with sort of a mosaic scrollwork that says, "Life begins with breath." So all of this has taken, a few minutes for you. Give me a history check or a knowledge engineering check if you want.
My history is 5. My knowledge engineering is 8. 18.
18. With about 10 minutes of sort of studying and absorbing all of this, you translate all of these hieroglyphs and decipher that there is a hidden meaning in these scenes and that there is a correct order of them. And you understand that the correct order appears to be the wisest follow in the footsteps of Nephrushepsis.
Yep.
Then life begins with breath, which is the entryway you just came through. Turn your eyes as one toward Pharasma's Needle, which is the south wall. Mark the fate of the infidel and tremble, which is the north wall. Flow in the wake of Nephrushepsis' glory is the final one on the eastern wall.
Okay. So we just opened the western door.
Yes. And
So
you see that the hand of Nephrushepsis, much like the lever that you used to open the secret door, is pointing currently towards that western door.
Okay. I'm going to need everyone inside, please.
Okay.
So
And
the hand
I will
can-
say at this point, after about 10 minutes, it's really hard to breathe in this room.
Yeah,
Oh.
this fire.
Give me an
isn't doing-
insight check.
This fire isn't doing us any favors here. 50.
Yeah, this fire is using up the air in this room at a literally breathtaking rate, Hesmet. You would think you have less than a minute of air left in here.
Shit. Okay. So the hand turns. Like the hand is a lever.
It is a lever. As you push it down, the door behind you closes as that happens. The stone block swings back down. And with it pushed down, yeah, you get the sense that you can rotate this central platform with ease.
Okay. I will rotate it towards the south.
All right, you rotate it towards the south. As it faces towards that door, you hear just the slightest click.
Okay. I will then go over here and open the door.
The door doesn't open, but as you release the lever, it raises back into place, and the door almost opens on its own.
Okay.
You find yourself staring down another one of these passageways, and the hallway continues beyond the range of your vision. The walls are kind of lined with niches, each containing a tall, narrow stone coffin. And so, yeah, you can see that it goes for about 30 feet and then turns the corner as well.
Okay. Because right now what I am seeing is
Yeah, you
Dead
just see a
end.
dead end.
okay. So presumably this is a dead end, but it did say that we have to walk the path.
Yeah. Oh, this is not an actual dead end. It's just because this is just the central area of the map. So you can see this hallway continues on sort of indefinitely beyond the range of your vision.
Okay. So we came in from the west, south. Quickly now, do you think I should just like open the door to the north, then open the door to the east? Or do you think that there's something down here that we need to go see?
I don't know.
We need to move fast.
Yes. Go down the hallway? Yes or no?
Yep.
I say yes. Yeah, hallway.
Sure. Yeah.
I will take a peek down the hallway.
All right. Yeah, there are, as I said, dozens of little niches, each containing these stone coffins of a simple sort of pyramid design. Side hallways branch at regular intervals, and then each of these branch in turn. The result is you find yourselves walking through a sprawling grid of ancient tombs that I was not going to map.
Right.
Glitters of gold occasionally catch your eye in some of the burial niches.
Later.
Give me
Actually,
a
no.
survival check to
26.
find your way through here. Yeah, you keep everybody in line, and very quickly, you are not wandering sort of the corridors. You figure out the way to lead them through, Hesmet. These breathers are going to be in trouble, and it takes you about 3 minutes to get through and make it to this area. So, but with that, yeah, you don't stop, you don't move around, and eventually you find yourselves in front of a simple stone door.
Okay. I would like to find myself first. Okay. We don't have a lot of time. I'd like to very quickly investigate the door to see if it's safe to open.
Yeah, no sign of any traps.
All right. I'll open the door.
Opens easily enough, and all of you feel just relief as you can actually sort of taste a slight bit of fresh or, stale air, but actual air in this space. So you would get the sense that maybe each of these cordoned off areas behind those airtight slabs has a bit of oxygen in it, but each of these will run out in time as well. But beyond this seemingly endless gridwork of sarcophagi, you find yourselves staring into a wide chamber. The ceiling here is only about 10 feet high, and there are 10-foot tall columns spaced every 10 feet. The ever-present glyphs flow into this room from the necropolis behind you, and beneath these symbols, carvings of Anubis leer angrily at you from every bit of wall space. You see piles of sand again cover the floor to a depth of several inches in all parts of this room.
Okay. I would like to enter the room. Do I see these lines on the floor here? Am I supposed to see these lines on the floor?
Nope. This is this is one of their maps, and they screwed it up.
Ah, excellent. So I would like to inspect the columns and see if I can 21.
21. You see that the columns are there are grooves in the pillar that make you think that something might, sort of slide down from the ceiling around certain ones. You don't see them on this one, but you see them on this one.
Right. So I go here, I look up.
And this one.
Okay. Do I see what looks like possibly a wall or something up on the ceiling? Do I see like a trap door up there?
Give me a perception check.
Perception check. Nat 20. 24.
Yeah, you notice above this sort of 10-foot area, there appear to be marks on the ceiling.
A rock goes sailing between the pillars.
Hmm.
To where?
Just down.
Oh, so you just drop it in the middle?
I'm just throwing it down.
As you drop it, from all four sides, not that big,
See, I'm expecting like a guillotine blade or something to come down.
no, you see four walls slide down from all four sides, and sand begins to fill the interior of it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
as you watch, there are sort of spikes at the bottom of these walls, and sliding out of it is some of this sand, which swirls up beside you into a jackal-headed sort of sand elemental creature
Oh, come on.
that immediately lashes out at you And it's time to roll some initiative.
Bro, I'm also a Tomb Guardian. You don't need to be like this.
Owlbear don't care.
First I roll a 3, now I roll a 4.
Hey, moving up in the world.
I have a +7 though. Like, just once, I'd like to beat 15.
Woo!
All right. Let me get Mao and Stephanie. All right, first up to act is the Anubian. The first thing that happens, though, is right in front of Dahaka, a portcullis slams down, blocking the rest of the party out in the hallway there.
Aw.
Wow.
And sliding up out of the sand pit in this area is another Anubian.
Patrick, do I have light on me?
You should. Oh, probably didn't carry over from the other token. Hang on.
I can see them, but they're very faded.
That should
That's
help.
better.
So yeah, so you see another one start to form over here. So the first one will slide to there, and they are going to... And they don't move as much. They kind of collapse into loose sand and then reform, about 10 feet away from where you last saw them. So they're going to be like there and there. And this one is going to create a haboob, not of the red sands, but of the gray sands, which basically creates a sandstorm that swirls around it. And the area around them is heavily obscured. And then this guy is going to take a couple of claw attacks at Hesmet. That is a 19 to hit for 5 slashing damage.
All right.
And a 21 to hit for 9 slashing damage.
I will. What is the thing I can do there?
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. Yes.
All right. That takes us to Aya. She will move up to the portcullis and
Sacred Flame.
yeah, though she can't really see it. All right, but Sacred Flame doesn't care about cover. DC 15. That is a critical success for 0 damage. That takes us to Dahaka. You are behind a dropped portcullis.
Oof. Can I try and see if I can lift the portcullis?
Absolutely. Give me an athletics check.
All right. If I pass gas, please blame it on the portcullis. Athletics.
With a 23, you are able to rip this portcullis, and yeah, you are able to hold it over your head.
And toss it at the one that's over here.
No, you're just lifting it. You didn't break it off the wall or anything
Oh,
like that, but you are lifting it so other people could get through.
Oh,
You would think if
okay.
you move, it's going to fall again.
All right. So, free action, bow, or move quickly, move to the side, and
Okay.
that would be it for me.
All right. Uruk.
I will do as Haka bid. And I think I'm going to need Weld in here. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll have Weld run in so she can do her reaction. And don't really know how quickly these guys go down. So let's save this spell. And we're going to just Eldritch Blast this guy right here.
All right.
And badonk.
The 14 strikes for 6 force damage. There's a spray of sort of sand. The 12, it just opens up a hole in its body, and your Eldritch Blast flows through it.
Aww. Alrighty, that's it for me.
All right.
I don't like the sound of that.
No. I need a strength saving throw from
Dahaka?
Weld.
Oh.
Oh. Well. Strength.
All right. That takes us to Iroh.
Okay. How well can I see this guy in front of me?
Heavily obscured.
So I have disadvantage then.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll try and poke.
Oh, and sorry, Weld takes 5 slashing damage from the swirling sand. 14 hits for 8 piercing damage.
And second poke.
Wow, hits for 13 piercing damage.
And then bonus action, spend a point to pop. Gonna try and knock him prone.
All right.
A dexterity saving throw.
No effect as the sand just kind of recoils and then reforms up around where it was before.
Fair enough. Second one, a 17 will hit. I'm going to try and push him. So I need a strength saving throw.
That is a 12, which does not succeed.
So he is pushed 15 feet away.
Did
Does he
Weld only
trip
have
any
5
barriers?
hit points?
She only had 4.
No.
She would have been healed to full when you pulsed out in the room upstairs.
In that case, she's up. My bad.
All right. Any movement? Any bonus actions, Iroh?
You
Or
know
use your
what?
bonus. Any movement?
I do have movement left. Question is, do I get in front of Uruk to potentially pick off? No, I'm going to move up to this one and end my turn.
All right. Takes us to Mao. They're just going to move to here. And Mind Sliver that guy. Wow. With a 19, they succeed. Mao will... Yeah. They're just going to climb on top of Weld. And that takes us to Hesmet.
Okay. Our lovely little sand elemental here is currently obscured, yes?
This guy is obscured, yes.
Oh, that guy's obscured. What about the guy to my
Nope.
northeast?
Not at all.
Well, that's unfortunate. So I'm going to make sure that my sneak attack is on? Yes. And hopefully teach him to behave. Hold on. I am built for success. I don't have to take that roll. 14.
14 strikes.
Okay, good.
That is a grand total of 21 slashing damage.
Excellent. So for a bonus action, I will offhandedly attempt to butcher him for 8 more damage.
Yeah, you stab into him with the field dresser for piercing. The fire flares off. The sand, sprays against the back wall.
Okay. That is it for me.
All right. That takes us to the Anubians. So this guy. Drops down into a pile of sand. No attacks of opportunity. Move here. We'll strike out at Hesmet. That is a 23 to hit for 6 slashing. And a 22 to hit for 8 slashing.
Uncanny dodge that second one.
Okay, so total of 10 slashing damage. And then it drops down into a pile of sand, reforming over here in the corner.
I know I could use some polish, but this sand blasting is not what I had in mind.
This one will, again, drop down into the sand, popping up in front of Uruk. That is a non-natural 20 for 7 slashing damage, Uruk.
Okay.
And a 16, which does not strike. And then it will float back as sand back into the corner there. This one will appear around all of you. And it will lash out at Iroh. That is a non-natural 20 for 4 slashing.
Okay.
And that is a 14 to strike at Aya, which does not hit. That takes us to Aya. Start of her turn, she has to give me a strength saving throw.
It's okay.
Yep. She is restrained in this sandstorm. Oh. Never mind. He can't get to you guys. So, yeah, he will move to there, and that is all they can do. So Aya doesn't have to worry about that. She will Sacred Flame it. That is success for nothing. She will step through the portcullis and move there so Dahaka can come through. That takes us to Dahaka.
All right, so Dahaka's gonna move to the other side while holding the gate and then let go.
Okay, portcullis slams closed behind you.
hoping no one was left behind. And who to go for? Am I able to tell which of these three is the weakest?
You can't see this guy. This guy looks more hurt than the others.
Okay, I can't see the one in the front, so I'm gonna go there, to the right, moving past Hesmed, Iroh, to this guy.
And as you do so,
Oh no.
thick walls crash down around you. Sand starts to slowly fill the space in front of you.
Oh boy. And
What would you like to do?
letting go of the portcullis doesn't count as an action, right?
Nope, that was just
Okay.
part of your movement.
Okay, and this thing is stuck here with me in this
Yes.
place. How tall is this walls thing?
It goes all the way to the ceiling, 10 feet above you.
That's a shame that we're both stuck in here. It'd be a shame if, say, if there's no space for both of us, in case one of us decides to take up the other space. I'm hinting at Giant's Might. And I'm going to turn on my Giant's Might over here. Where is the damn thing?
You do not have enough room to do that with this creature in here.
I think I can, but I won't be able to... Wait.
Yeah, if you lack the room to become large, your size doesn't change.
Oh, I thought I'd still get Giant's Might. Okay, never mind.
You still get the benefits of it.
Yeah, you just don't change size.
Okay. Alright, so I'll still keep Giant's Might over here and start swinging. Where is it? There we go.
From outside, we just hear a slam and a little like dust comes off the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well,
12 does not strike. The sand
Oh.
just slides around your blade.
I'm just hitting walls over here. 21.
21 does strike your opponent.
Flip that number. $18.
18 damage. Yeah, you slash through and the sand explodes inside this space. You do not see the creature reform, but the sand is now at about your ankles and climbing, Dahaka.
And, I don't know if Fire Rune would work on it. I'll try Fire Rune. Ruining it? Fire Ruining it. Oh, it's not there?
Oh, the creature's dead.
Oh,
But-
it's dead.
There is sand pouring in from the ceiling above you.
Okay, I don't see any kind of opening, any crack, any split in the
No.
corners. Oh boy.
Nope.
Alright, so I'm just gonna end my turn with a free action. Need a little bit of help here. How do I get up? And that's it for me.
All right. That takes us to Uruk.
Do I know how thick the walls are? Would I guess how thick the walls are? No, right?
The exterior walls are the ones around Dahaka.
The ones around Dahaka. Because I'm thinking maybe just like sending Weld over, just kind of batter them down. But I got a feeling, like if I was there in person as Uruk, I would feel like the walls would be too thick for her to batter down.
They're made of steel. You think it would take certainly some effort to batter them.
Okay. I will send her to do that then. At the very least, it'll give him a little bit of help, and I'll just yell at him to, like, smack where she's smacking, basically. Oops, sorry, Mal. Just gonna move you over here. Pink. And I don't know if you want to do it athletics or just a straight strength.
It's an attack roll.
Okay. Camel
If you're gonna
chomp.
try and lift them, yeah. 18 does no damage. It strikes, the sound rings out, but it is not enough to damage it.
Alrighty, and still don't want to use spell slots. We'll go after that guy. And no, I don't want Wild's character sheet. I want mine.
All right, they are still obscured behind this wall of sand.
Okay, so maybe it was just. Oh, they have a wall. So this. Sorry, that's the. Okay. Whichever one isn't obscured. So sorry.
That one's
I
the
got them
clearest
mixed
to
up.
see. This one you
That
know is
one's-
there, they're just hard to see.
Oh, that's a whiff.
17 hits for 10 force damage, though.
So now, excellent. And then that'll be it for me.
All right. Iroh.
Okay.
Don't go. It's a trap.
Oh, Iroh's at least intelligent enough to realize that he had a plan.
I do too.
so-
You're not gonna like it.
Yeah, mine's fairly decent. I will move to here, and aiming at the guy below me there. Yeah.
A dart will strike for 5 piercing damage.
Do any walls drop?
No, not where you're standing.
Okay. Well, here's hoping. I will move forward.
Give me a strength saving throw as you step into the sand.
16.
16, and as you step up to it, the sand around it dissipates.
I can see it perfectly.
Yes.
Poke. Ooh.
14 hits for 13 piercing with the magical spear. That is enough as the sand bursts and spreads across the floor in front of you.
Okay. Free action. I'm gonna draw. There's sand on the floor here, right?
There's sand all over the floor.
Cool. I'm gonna draw a X on the ground to signify that this is safe for us to travel.
All right.
I technically have my bonus actions, and I've only moved like 10 feet. But I'm good staying where I am. I'm done.
All right. That takes us to Mao.
All right, so Dahaka's behind like a solid metal wall.
Steel wall.
All right, and it's filling with sand. I can't see him, right? I don't have access to him.
Correct. You cannot see him at all.
All right. So I'm gonna cast. I think this will work, right? Yeah, because it knock. Door, a box, chest, man, anything that's stopping, that's preventing access. Would that open it up?
No.
Ah. Can I see this guy?
You certainly can.
How close is he?
Yeah, you don't get the sense that these are, locked in any way. They're much like portcullises. They just be heavy and have to be sort of lifted upwards.
Well, I think knock opens things like that.
There it is. The Stalker Bard I don't know. Is that Canlis stuck or barred? Probably not. It's just
No.
heavy.
It just
Yeah.
unsticks it. It doesn't like open the door.
Yeah. And I don't think Maximilian's Earth and Grass has to target a creature.
Don't do fireball because we're running out of oxygen.
Oh wait, you should.
Quiet, you. I gave you a necklace of fireballs.
No, but he wasn't here when you explained that we had the insight of the brazier.
Yeah, there was another room with brazier and torches that used up your oxygen very quickly. Well, actually, it took about 10 minutes while Hesmet was deciphering hieroglyphs to figure out which way to go.
Oh,
There's
okay.
probably no oxygen left in that room.
Yeah,
Behind us?
basically, like we're holding
Yep.
our breath, we're running through, and like we're going.
Oh,
more and
okay.
more.
Then let's just make sure that thing can get killed in the next round. I'm gonna jump on Urk's shoulder and we'll try the Coiling Grass Tattoo again.
Now that, you can see, that is an 11. It fails, taking 9 necrotic damage. Why does yours say necrotic?
Parentheses.
That's
36 force damage. Yeah.
That's force damage.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
and
does
it is
say
grappled.
No.
Yeah, you
I'll
just need
fix
to
that.
change the yeah.
All right, it's grappled where it is,
Yep.
and done.
All right. Hesmet Sat.
Here's the part that nobody's gonna like. We've already determined that there's runes in the upper walls here. Yes.
Yes.
Basically,
Oh,
throughout this
no.
whole, you crack the runes. They do an incredible amount of force damage.
They do. They do?
Do I feel like that's localized, or do I feel like if I set one off, they all go off?
Uruk would have said it's localized. Setting one wouldn't set them all off.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's not a reaction thing.
Excellent. At the top of these columns, are there those runes?
Not those runes. They're along the walls. So if you got one over there, it would affect that guy.
Okay. Unfortunately, Weld is standing right there because I was going to blow the rune above this wall and try to blow through the wall. I'm going to try to breach the wall. Unfortunately, I'll breach Weld if I do that.
I mean, well, it's a big girl. I can rebuild her.
That's true.
It's up to her. It's up to Hesmet, though. Would he sacrifice another construct?
That's true. I'm going to move a bit
The
closer.
Roomba.
I know. I'm gonna move a bit closer here, and I'm going to attempt to blow the rune up here.
All right, roll me an attack roll.
This is a hand crossbow roll. 15 to hit. It is just a wall.
Move back in the page where it talks about the runes. All right. Dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. That is a failure. Roll me 2d10, please.
Not bad for a little force explosion like that. 7 force damage.
That is 7 force damage as it explodes off of the wall.
That is more than the hand crossbow did. Ah. Particle effects. And as a bonus action, I'll shoot him with the hand crossbow.
14 hits for...
More damage.
Yeah.
That's 6.
2 damage, as it is non-magical.
Oh yeah, that's right. 2 damage.
Still damage.
That's true.
That takes us to the Nubian.
Ulrich, move
Mhm.
Weld. I have an idea. It's an awful idea.
Yeah, well, a terrible, awful idea.
Sorry, what was that? Did you say that was an awful idea?
Don't worry about it.
You should survive.
Plug your ears.
You want me to give you a high five?
Yes.
You're not
It
gonna
is
want to.
unable to break that grapple. That takes us to Aya.
Okay, I will Sacred Flame.
That is a 7, which fails.
8.
Ooh, with that, yeah. The white radiant fire is enough to burn away that sand. So, with that, you see no more of these sand creatures, but you do see a pile of sand starting to collapse down on Dahaka.
All right, back weld up, and I'm
That
gonna
takes us to
Okay.
Dahaka. You can give me an athletics check to try and lift this wall that is next to you, or you can try and bust your way through. I think you currently have advantage on your athletics checks because of your rune.
Okay. Bring it. I'm gonna try and lift it. Athletics. Where's athletics? There's athletics. Muscles don't fail me now.
Your muscles absolutely do not fail. You are able to lift that side of the wall. Sand pours out across the floor, but you are able to step out safely.
Ooh, I hate sand. Damn it.
Is it coarse and gritty? Does it get everywhere?
I don't know about my toes. Don't feel them. I don't have toes. I have hooves. I don't feel. Anyways, yeah.
With that, we are out of initiative. Hesmet, give me a perception check, or I mean, you can explain what people need to look for, the grooves in the pillars.
Yeah, no, that's what I start doing right now.
Yeah, so you can do it, or someone else can do that with sort of aid and advantage if you wish.
Perception 4. Who's got a better perception?
8.
I will aid one Mr. Iro.
All right.
All right. Let's see here. So, Aya,
Yes, sir.
can I give you guidance too?
Guidance.
Assume yes.
All right. Cool.
I said guidance.
That should have rolled a guidance on that. Weird.
All right. With a 22, you find the path to follow that is safe, leads you that way.
We follow the path.
Yeah. We have to move on this one.
And yeah, so you come to another stone door.
Okay. I would like to inspect it for traps real quick. 23.
No sign of any traps.
I would like to open the door.
You find yourself in a short hallway, piles of sand along the sides, and it curves around the corner to your left.
I will poke the pile of sand in front of me with a 10-foot pole.
It's sand.
Okay. I will walk in, see the door over there, inspect the remainder of this hallway because I'm not that dumb. Well, 10.
Yeah, no sign of any traps.
All right. Quick poke at the door before I open it. I wave people forward and maybe ask someone to tighten this door.
I'll do that.
Yeah, seems safe enough. No sign of any traps.
Okay, if people are moving up, then I will open the door.
All right, so as you make your way through these sort of scattered piles of sand that dot this hallway, you open this simple stone door to reveal an elaborate chamber. 3 stone sarcophagi rest in the center of the room, surfaces decorated with gold leaf and colored lacquer. Several statues of women in priestly garb stare solemnly from wall niches around the chamber. More sand is gathered in small piles about the room, but most of the floor is clear. The ever-present glyphs seem to gather shadows and writhe across the stone in this room.
So the glyphs are on the floor or on the ceiling here?
They're always up, sort of along the top of the wall.
Okay. So I will step into the room here.
And as you step across this space, the sand pile there
The thing I keep doing obsessively. Yeah. The one time I
squelches
don't
a
do it.
little under your feet, and there is a explosion of small spores. Iro, Aya, and Hesmet, I will need you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Is this a poison save?
It is, you lucky
Okay.
machine.
Well, I got a 13 regardless.
I got a 17 regardless.
Oh, 1 second. My constitution's all messed up.
All right,
Yeah,
just roll
because
me,
you're
roll me a
messing
d20.
spores.
Yeah,
Is it
no, I
2.2
tried to
billion?
I tried to fix that, and I got it fixed, and then it immediately just went back to that crazy number again.
I got a 6 plus, like, 1 or 2.
All right.
It's a failure.
I do have resistance to this damage.
You take 11 poison damage, Aya. You take 5 poison damage, Hesmet. And you are poisoned, Aya. Don't believe Hesmet can be poisoned.
And I take nothing?
Correct.
Okay. Ow. So I am now going to start inspecting the floor to make sure that I don't trigger any more of those as I come up to
Wow.
these coffins here. I'm inspecting my way across.
Give me
21.
Yeah, you notice there's another pile of what could be mold here.
Yeah.
You point that out. But as you step near these sarcophagi and Aya begins sort of retching, the 2 sarcophagi at the ends break open, and mummies rise out of them. And again, it's time for initiative.
Damn.
Finally! A decent value.
Took on Iroh's rolls.
I had a 3, then a 4. Then I forget what I had. Finally, I got above a 15.
All right, Hesmet Sat, you are the first to act.
So I'm going to do what? I'm going to steady aim, and I'm going to say, pardon me, my good lad. I have an experiment to run. Did I do a good enough job on him?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Great. Nature's Fang for all of that damage.
Oof.
24.
24.
Yeah, you slash into that first mummy. And it takes the 24 damage. It looks very unimpressed and kind of shocked as you do so.
Thank you. That was a lovely experiment. Oh, don't give me that. That's it.
All right. Ulrich.
I'm going to have Weld flying just to the doorway here. Or not Weld. Rivet. Go Gadget Rivet. We're going to Patui Haktua. That's a mess. Mummy, no metal on it. Set. Let's cast aid. Let's cast some aid on people. These are mummies. These guys are going to be. Okay, I can't upcast it. So I'm going to cast aid on Iroh, Hesmet, and Dahaka because you guys tend to get into melee. And that'll be my action.
All right. Roll
So
your
that's
aid. Or 5 each?
five each, right?
Choose up to 3 creatures. Each target's hit point maximum current hit points increased by 5. Yep, so 5 each.
All right. That takes
So
us
it's
to Iroh.
not much, but better than a kick in the teeth.
All right. So, based on context clues, I'm assuming it was a puff of mold that came up and poisoned Aya and hurt Hesmet that I avoided.
Yes.
Does it look like that same spot is still wanting to be avoided, or does it look like it's safe to move through there?
It still looks like it's full of mold.
Okay. Yeah. Hesmet's moved so much that I don't remember exactly where it was. If it was right here or right here. It's that. Okay, so is that one that's visible? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know about this one. That's the one that blew up. On the edge.
Okay. I don't want to use my pass. I don't want to use my action to. Actually, no, I can. You know what? I'm going to use my action to look for other sources of mold.
All right, give me a perception check.
And because I'm using my action, if I move forward with it as I get more revealed to me because of corners of this damn building, will that also reveal those sources as well?
Yeah, I mean, give me an
Okay.
intelligence nature check as you move forward, and we'll see what you can spot.
So perception to search, and then nature.
Nature
as
to
well?
recognize it. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
And here's hoping. Yeah, no. So I'll move there
as you
first.
step in, I will say, yeah, you notice there's piles of sand down here, some over there, some there. There's blotches across some of the sarcophagi. You're just, you know this one here is definitely it, but none of the other ones come to your mind as mold.
But outside of that, none of the areas not covered in sand.
Correct. They all seem fine. Yep.
Cool. That's fine. That's all I need to know. I will move up. This one here looked like it was clean. Actually, I'll probably stick to this side of it, but whatever. And then bonus action, spend a key point because I can do this now. And I will Wabbit kick twice. First one is an 11. That probably won't hit.
An 11 hits.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna try and topple it, knocking it prone. I need a dex save.
All right. That is a
Nice.
5.
All right, he's prone. I think I'm sticking with force for this entire adventure. Second kick with advantage. That's a 26 for 10.
Is 10 force damage.
Um,
This mummy is broken and cracked and looking like it's having a hard time.
yeah. I'm not going to add anything on. Like, I don't. Well, I'll addle it just because that doesn't do anything. I don't want to push it. That'll be my turn.
All right. Mao.
All right, so I will move up where I can see, and I can see this mummy here, right?
Correct.
All right. And what's it doing?
It's currently laying on the ground being pummeled by Iroh.
All right, then. Bye, Sliver.
That is an 18 for no damage.
Oof.
Nat 20.
And take cover.
All right. That is the mummy. It will expend half its movement. It will glare at you, Iroh. I need a wisdom saving throw, please. All right. You are not frightened. And then it swings a rotting fist at you. That is a 12, which does not hit.
I deflect it with the spear.
Yeah. Hesmet, give me a wisdom saving throw as this one steps off of or out of its sarcophagus and comes towards you.
I stare back.
Yeah, you are not afraid. That is an 18 to strike with its rotting fist.
Sounds like I might need to uncanny dodge that.
You take 13 bludgeoning and 11 necrotic damage.
Sounds like I very much need to uncanny dodge that.
Ouch.
So what would that be?
6
plus
bludgeoning, 5
5.
necrotic, so 11 total.
Okay.
And I need a constitution saving throw, please.
I am kind of very hurt right now.
Oh God,
Nat
that
20.
is a
Nat
nasty
20.
curse.
Yeah, you are not stuck with mummy rot, which is good. That takes us to Aya. Start of your turn. You take 3 poison damage. And you are currently poisoned.
Great. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait, no. I was gonna go walk up to him, but I'm not. Healing word on Hesmet?
Ideally.
Very nice. 11 healing.
Brings me back to 29.
Alright, and Sacred Flame.
On which one?
Whichever one looks
This one's the
weakest.
worst hurt.
Yeah, the one that's worst hurt.
That is a 4. It takes the full 9 radiant damage.
And I will move backwards to get out of the way. Haka, go.
End of your turn, give me another constitution saving throw. You are no longer poisoned.
Thank God.
Takes us to Dahaka.
All right. Just seeing how far. Okay, I can make it. All right, great. So I'm gonna try and make my way to the mummy. How did I get 40 before? Sorry.
You went.
Oh, there we go. If I just did that.
So when you hit here, give me a constitution saving throw as a puff of yellow mold bursts around you.
Did point that out.
17 is a success. You end up there.
And okay, let's see what I can do over here. Since I moved more than 20 feet, I will try this first. 19?
19 hits. More than enough to slice this mummy in half.
All right, I forgot to turn off Giant Smite. It's 15.
Yeah, it had less than 10 hit points left.
Oh, never mind.
Any more bonus actions? All right, that takes us back to top of the round, Hesmet.
Okay. Steady aim, and yeah, that'll give me 20 to hit for
Ooh.
all of that.
28 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natron's Fang slashes into this creature, and again, it just absorbs the mummification salts that are inside this creature's body, turning it again a brighter shade of pink as it does so. That is a crushing hit, which nearly bloodies this creature.
Okay. That is it for me because I cannot back away. I can't. I don't have a bonus action. I do have movement. Well, no, I don't have movement. Yep, that's it.
That takes us to Uruk.
There's another mummy there now.
There
I'll
were
bring
two.
Weld up.
As you step through this area, give me a Constitution saving throw as you set off the yellow mold,
damn it.
Uruk.
I didn't think I was stepping through that because of friggin' rivet there. Alrighty. Meow.
You're fine.
I'm gonna catapult this guy here.
All right.
And this cast at level 1.
That's mean. They have no dexterity. 7. That is 12 bludgeoning damage.
Bonus action to move her up. Action to cast catapult. That's it.
All right. Iro.
Oh, right. I think I can do this without setting off spores. Climb on top of the sarcophagus. Here, am I safe?
You are not on top of that sarcophagus. There is a spray of yellow mold.
It's
I need
hard to
Iro,
tell.
Dahaka, and Hesmet. Oh, I know. That's on purpose.
Like- Well, that's stupid. Like it looks like it should just be that square of it.
Yeah, they've got the whole thing covered.
Okay, so that's off limits too.
All right. Do I have something for this?
Con save Dahaka. Oof, Jesus. Hesmet and Dahaka are fine. And that is 14 poison damage to Iro, and you are poisoned.
All right. Well,
15 and a 13 still strike. Between the two of them, 21 damage, which is more than enough to take this mummy out.
and we get back where it's safe. I guess I make another con save at the end of my turn.
Yep,
13, good.
still poisoned. But you are out of initiative order at this point in time.
Okay, so yeah, I start pointing out the safe path, which I believe is something like this, right? To get out.
Yes, you just have to clear here and try and avoid. You know, the center sarcophagus doesn't appear to, the mummy didn't pop out, but it appears to have been covered in mold.
Right. Do I think that I can get down this way without mold?
Yes.
Okay. So that gives me a path around the room here. I would like to. So now that we're here, we were meant to come down here, then presumably go north and then east. I would like to inspect this room for a switch or something. I would advise Mao to stay out because this is a very bad place. And in fact, I would advise everyone to be out as I investigate.
Could
All
I
right.
move the sand and not disturb the fungus with
No.
mold earth?
Nope.
What about the draw moisture? Could he desiccate it?
I do have creator
I have to
destroy
see
water.
them first. Oh, create or destroy water. We could just
Yeah.
soak them, then their spores can't go anywhere.
Oh, I could do that. I have creator destroy water.
Let's not disturb the room. I got a 14 on my investigate.
Ardent.
All right. As you take another minute or so and check all of the walls, I will say you don't find any type of switches or anything like that. You do notice more mold.
Okay. Yeah, I start looking
I'll
for...
just give that to you, though. Like, that's the thing. I will say with that, you
like
find there are mold patches there, and that one down there. So those
Okay.
are 2 mold patches. Yeah, Iroh, you as he continues looking, take another 2 poison damage.
All
Another
right.
con save.
There we go.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I am now going to look to see if there's a thing, an item, an article, anything.
Where are you searching?
Sarcophagus that I'm next to, and then I'm going to move around to the southern one.
All right, in the top one, give me an investigation check.
11.
11? No, you don't find anything of real value in here. You find some old jewelry that probably isn't worth that much, and in the lower one, give me another investigation check.
18.
In here, you find a scimitar that remains in excellent condition.
Ooh.
And what appears to be a black pearl that you would value at around 500 gold pieces.
Nice. Sweet. Okay. So we're
Anyone who's
supposed to-
proficient can give me a nature check.
Nope.
I don't think we have
Yep.
anyone proficient in nature.
I think I might. One sec. Yeah, I am!
Fire is what kills yellow mold.
Fire kills yellow mold. Who has a fire cantrip?
No,
limited
no,
air.
no. We're running out of oxygen. We're not burning more with fire.
Do you see
Okay.
how devious this tomb is? It's kind
Yeah.
of brilliant.
It's
I thought
evil.
cold also got rid of it.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle everyone out of the room. Get out. No, I mean it. Seriously, get out. So do I feel that... So this is marked right down here. Do I feel like there's anything particularly special about that square, or is that just one of the trap squares?
Oh, it's mold.
Okay. So we were sent down to this room first. Is it just that you have to open the doors in the right order, or?
Well, there's that, but there's also the third sarcophagus you haven't looked at yet.
Okay. Now that I've sent everyone out of the room, and this thing is covered in mold,
Yes.
I will spark up a torch and burn the mold off of this sarcophagus only, and then immediately
right.
snuff out the torch.
Yeah, it lights up, burns away.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that the room didn't explode. Okay, now I will search the sarcophagus.
Investigation check.
Don't like that result. 17.
17. Inside, you find a mummified body that does not resuscitate, and
Sorry about this, man.
you see that this mummy is wearing, sort of rotted furnishings, except for the cloak that it wears, which appears to be in excellent condition. And as you feel around inside, you find a secret compartment in the bottom, which contains half of a golden tablet inscribed with ancient scripture, sacred to Anubis, with complex geomancy designs.
Yeah, that's what I was here to find. I pull out the tablet, so therefore we need to find the other half of the tablet in the northern room, I believe. And then we can go out through the east. So there's a magic cloak, but it is also in a undesecrated tomb. Now, he did say that we could take the goods in here.
Yes.
Okay. Therefore, it's not theft. But do I feel like this would be robbing the dead? He did say that we could do this as long as we opened his coffin. Basically, yeah. I don't feel great about it, but he did ask us to take these things, so yes, I will take the cloak.
All right, you take the cloak. You all start heading back, winding your way through the maze of sarcophagi. You are just about at that center room. You can see the burning brazier still going. You can all feel the last gasps of air in your lungs. You all take one big last intake of breath, and we'll pick up here next week.
Is there any way we can snuff out that brazier?
Probably.
We've never tried.
Does anyone have prestidigitation?
I mean, someone had water.
I have thaumaturgy.
No, that doesn't work.
It won't I think it can turn off candles.
No,
It's
that's
not a candle.
prestidigitation.
That is something. That is a candle times 100.
I have control flame.
Oh, there you go.
Wait a minute.
Please.
Is there sand in that room?
I have
Yeah, we can just
control
bury
earth.
it.
Move earth.
Yeah,
There's the brazier and the
Right.
4 torches.
The torches we can easily snuff by just removing them from the bracket and snuff it
but
out on the
all
ground.
the air's gone
Remember that
now.
for next week.
Yeah.
Anyways. That's that then.
Mhm.
That's good, Patrick.
That's fun. Thank you.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
I really like this one.
I can see why.
That is devious.
Yeah. Like holy hells.
See, this is why at the beginning as well with Chris's character, I said that even if he doesn't breathe air, if he runs out of air, he just goes into stasis.
Mhm.
Specifically for this.
Yep.
Smart.
Someone needs to learn some create air spells.
I have air bubble. I just I can't take it now until I level up again.
Yeah.
Remember those potions of bottled breath that you found and sold off at the auction?
Yeah,
Uh,
why would we ever need those?
Why would
Your
you
DM
be-
is kind.
Our DM
yes.
is kind. But also we're greedy.
We are.
I'm not.
No, you're just suicidal.
Yeah, he just can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
Oh, Nabil, you're off for 3 weeks?
I'll be gone for 2 weeks. I'll be